Also, Miguel, if you could, you see on the left side over there, or no, I guess over there, bruh. Hold over. There we go. See, yeah, you can put that in separate. And then you see the arrow over there, like in that direction I'm pointing on the screen. Nope. Down, like right there, the yellow one.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Click it. Oh wait, no, the white one, sorry. Let's see. Oh. How did Ethan set it up? What did you change?
Oh, I didn't change that.
Oh my god. Out of all your PC builds, which one is good for streaming? They're all good for streaming, honestly. Both NVIDIA and AMD have pretty good video encoding nowadays, and I mean, like, I think video editing you just, like, is the only thing you really have to kind of account for. If you're doing a PC, like pretty much any PC from here can stream. I don't think, unless you buy like custom order one with like integrated graphics, I guess. I wouldn't recommend that for streaming. But how to get that beast? Is that the spiked monster? I don't know how to get it. I think it's at grocery stores. Or are you talking about the PC in the background, actually? Because I was thinking in my head, there's no PC on stream quite yet, but nope, that one back there. Yeah, it should be on Newegg, one of our Newegg ready to rolls. I'm kind of regretting wearing the white gloves, because everything's getting caught on the motherboard here. Day 3 of asking for a free PC? Dude, do that every day, please. Like, by day, like, dude, it could be really fun content. You just have to ask that for, like, multiple years straight. When next PC giveaway, Miguel? Any news on that?
Not that I know.
Ah, damn. You know, the white gloves are getting caught on all the solder joints. This is weird. So yeah, I am not sure when the next giveaway is, but how is everyone doing this wonderful Friday? Wait, oh wait, no, I grabbed them. Sick. Oh, and here's my matchbox. I just carry around a box of matches, mainly because, like, in my head, okay, like, if I ever need to, like, because, like, I take a lot of public transport, and people have asked me for a lighter in the past, and I don't have one. I don't really smoke or anything. But I thought, like, matches would be way more aura, you know? Because striking a match is cool. Like, compared to a lighter. Like, a lighter is cool, too, don't get me wrong. Matches got aura. Yeah, but the issue is, though, they always fall out of my pocket. So, take the good with the bad. Unboxing a lot of stuff. I forgot my Lazy Susan. This is gonna be a very fun build to do without a Lazy Susan.
You need a lazy Susan?
What?
You need a lazy Susan?
Dude, yes, but you have no idea how. No, dude, don't even bother. They are so stupidly heavy for no good reason.
I can give you
And annoying. You want to just come over here and rotate the PC for me when?
I have to shoot for content.
Okay, yeah, don't. Just the content though. Or ropes. Oh, Miguel is gone. I'm here with chat and my thoughts. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, no, wearing good gloves. Wearing gloves for the whole. I just wanted to make a million white glove service jokes, but no, this is actually terrible to build with. I am going to definitely end up breaking something. Okay, I did grab my drill. Sorry, Instagram chat, by the way, the camera is super weird on Instagram. Oh wait, no, it's not that bad. I've seen worse, actually. Just my display was a little weird, but now I see the other display. What's up, gamers? Hello, Hawk Slayer. Back for 4th or 5th stream now. Have a good stream, man. Just stopping by and showing some love. Hope you have a good weekend. You too, man. Appreciate it. Oh, were you, I think you were here last stream. My memory is terrible. I'm trying to remember. Were you the one with the FX CPU? If I remember right? But my memory is terrible, except for numbers and specs. That's what I got. Hello, sir. Dude, that's actually a funny story. Someone called me sir for the first time at a restaurant the other day. I don't know. I don't really eat at restaurants very often. I mean, like, I'll DoorDash McDonald's once in a while or whatever. But it was super strange to be called sir for the first time. Because, like, I only ever really went out eating at restaurants when I was, like, a kid with my parents. So, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird story. There's the audio guy currently present. Miguel has left to, quote, shoot some content. So, yeah, today he ran into one of the rooms, like one of the build areas, and he's just screaming, oh shit, guys, I forgot to make a YouTube video for this week. We need to shoot a time-lapse ASAP. So, then we did that. Mic is a tad low, shit, let me take care of that. And I just dropped a screw, I might need. Oh, let's see here. Yeah. I don't really know how to. It's already maxed out, so I'm gonna just turn down the music a tad. I don't know if there's much else we can do. I'm gonna just install the thermal paste. Today we got a 7800X 3D. Still one of the best gaming chips. Like, it is great. The 9800X 3D, of course, is faster, but 7800X 3D is still a wild chip. Let's see. Gotta make sure to get all the IHS. I've been using a spreader more recently. It's just a lot more consistent, in my opinion, with what I've tested, so that's what I prefer doing now. A little paste spatula. Oh great, chat is all placed up wrong. I can't read chat now, great. Yay. Whoops. I'm about to say something. Sick. Okay. I may have built a PC that I said I wouldn't, and I fully regret it. How'd that story go? I went with a 7700X. A very good chip. 8 cores, 5.5 gigahertz, if I remember right. Let's see. Oh no. I'm gonna need. Of course, I got the hyper-specific fans that we never get. That, I don't know. sometimes we'll get weird fans like these ones have these little like stoppers. And then they need specific radiator screws, and guess who didn't bring any? Because why would I expect to be working with this fan? I only regret it because the amount of pain I'm in because of it. Lol. Happy about the build though. I'm glad the build went good. I apologize about, I believe you said it was arthritis. I can't remember what kind. I'm not very medically knowledgeable, unfortunately, but I'm glad the build turned out good. Hopefully you won't have to upgrade for a very long time. I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. Because I am just kind of screwed. I have to go back to the build area. Okay, give me like less than 2 minutes. I'll have it. In a memento. Just give me a sec. Guys, I'm back with the screws. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I do plan on upgrading the CPU at some point. Kept my 3090. Sick. Yeah, no, the 3090 is a very cool card. Honestly, 7700X should be pretty good. Hello, T-Tupstrap. Good to see you back in chat. How have you been? Wow, less than 2 minutes. I'm glad that I stuck to my standard. I'm pretty tired today and hungry. So, my brain is bad. Honestly, that's been most of the streams recently, is me showing up half delirious. So, 5070 non-TI, yep, got one right here. 12 gigs of GDDR7, 6,000 some odd CUDA cores, I think. Because it's a Friday, all of your energy is gone, lol. This is very true. Honestly, all my energy is gone on Monday, too. I'm always tired. Well, probably just days. I'd love to start streaming earlier in the day. But like, who's gonna watch stream at 11 a.m.? Because people are busy around that time, generally. Throughout the time zone spread. Just gotta tie my shoe here. At least it isn't Monday. Yeah, no. Honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to Monday again because I have no plans this weekend and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Wait, no, I do have plans on Saturday that I forgot about. Semi-exciting thing. It's almost Monday. Semi-exciting thing though. I did get my like an actual good overclocking setup for the first time in my life. I saved up some money. Got my dream motherboard, the Z890 Taichi OCF, which is a very fun board to tinker around with. And I'm gonna be doing an overclocking stream here soon, because I don't know, I think that sounds fun. Probably next Friday. But I am not familiar with Core Ultra at all, and it is so different than like 13th or 12th gen, or 14th gen, but 14th gen was just 12th, or 14th gen was just 13th gen, just, they increased the gigahertz a little, no architectural changes. Did I throw away the rubber triangles I need? I might have just done that. That would be... Oh no, they're right here. Woo. I'm a bit busy today, but wanted to watch... watch and half lurk, lol. I appreciate your attendance. Yeah, no. Streaming is fun because of the regulars. I do not like working with these fans. They're kind of nice because they hide the screws, but they just take so much more time. So... Sick. Got that all installed. Almost just dipped my phone in the CPU thermal paste. That would have been fun. Oh, Nightbot, you're in your incessant advertising. Goody bed, or... Oh yeah, goody bed's right here. Throwing all the Intel mounting hardware in the goodie bag, so the user, this particular computer ever wants to change over to Intel, you can keep this cooler. So apparently Zydax doesn't ship to California. Oh! Yeah, no, okay, yeah. California energy laws are a little goofy. I don't know much about it. I know that, like, we were having, like, a lot of things with efficiency and talking to California, and I guess, like, I don't know really that much about it, so I don't know if I really should speak on it. But I just know it had to do with California energy laws or whatever. If I'm not mistaken. California has always kind of been a bizarre state for stuff like that. Like how every product has the label, like, warning Californian citizens, cancer or reproductive harm. And then that's just on everything now in all parts of the country. Probably in all parts of the world too, but I wouldn't know too much about that. I've never left the country before. Been to Hawaii with my parents one time. That was cool. But that was about it. Ah, there we go. Right here we got our MSI RTX 5070 Shadow. Hello, Nissan Joe. I believe I've pronounced that properly. I'm always terrible with reading names. But hello there. In Instagram chats. I'm gonna move all the peels off of here. And 5. Sick. Now I forgot my Lazy Susan, so it's about to become very fun maneuvering this case around. Yeah, it's a Zen. Shouldn't be too bad, but... Oh, hello, Miguel. Nice to see you in Instagram chat. Just use the automatic one behind you, lol. I was thinking about that. Because I thought that might be funny. But then I realized the whole time I would just get nothing done, be pissed off, and it wouldn't be that funny, so I ended up deciding against it. I would say unfortunately, but it is very much a fortunately. It would be hell, but hilarious. Yeah, just not that hilarious to me. At least not after an hour. I hope I get one someday. Yeah, no, I hope you get one as well. But I used to be a huge console guy, like Nintendo fan for a long time. Then I tried out PC gaming, and then I never turned back. But that's just me, and if you're into consoles, cool. And dude, okay, sometimes though I will look back at I will look back at Nintendo games every once in a while, and it's like, damn, I wish I could play Smash on my PC without emulation being haunted. Because I tried emulating Nintendo games before, because I did own a Switch, and there are legal ways to emulate, of which I'll say I did. So, but yeah, no, it just isn't the most functional, at least when I tried it probably back in like 2022. Just installing the motherboard here, and the cooler, and the RAM, the storage, all into the case. Not the radiator quite yet, though. I like saving the radiator nearly to the end. But yeah, I remember my first gaming PC. I spent $200 on it. I was so proud. It was an interesting project. But yeah, I kind of miss before I had a job and just being absolutely broke and trying to come up with the most creative ways to save money. But at the same time, I really don't miss that because now I can afford some really nice parts compared to then. So I just gotta figure out how to make a 8-figure salary so I can finally afford the 5090 of my dreams. Actually, my dream card if I had infinite money, it wouldn't even be a 5090. It would just be a 4090 Strix. Because that was like the Halo tier card when I got into the game of PC stuff, so the 5090 is cool and all, but I just have a certain nostalgia of thinking, oh, the 4090, what an insane card. So and that's all 9 screws. I always have to double check that I get all the screws when I'm building on stream because light. The lighting is good for recording video, but for building it's a little dim. Just gonna plug in all the front panel stuff here. What time is it? 3:30. An hour and a half before I get to go home. I think I'm gonna order a pizza from Little Caesars or something. Wonder what their prices are looking like right now. I always feel like fast food is turning into a stock market. On DoorDash, Popeyes has been extremely cost effective recently. Because I hate wasting money, but at the same time, I'm absurdly lazy when it comes to cooking. So always playing DoorDash like some kind of screwed up stock market. What specs? We got a 7800X 3D, an RTX 5070 Shadow from MSI. I can words and brain today, I promise. Got a 360mm AIO. How many terabytes of storage? 2 terabytes of storage. Got a 32 gigs of RAM. We got RAM. I got one. The whole RAM thing has been insane for us too. Trying to keep prices down and reasonable. But it's like, RAM is like one of those things you just like, you don't really think about. But then you do. Oh, come on. Oh, whoops, that would be why, because, okay. Yeah, I'm used to installing the sticker on the left side. So then when I look at a PC upside down, suddenly I'm trying to install the RAM the wrong way. Good job, me. My RAM was the most expensive part of my build, lol. Well, I'm sure your 3090 still does for way more. Well, actually, how much RAM did you get? If you got like 96 gigs, that would maybe be more. If you got dual rank 24 gigabit sticks, but oh my god, it feels good to sit down. Haven't sat down all day. Didn't realize that. I wish I had all my RAM. It's like pulling teeth to get a warranty with you guys. Is that a thing? I don't know what's up with that. I'm not really into customer support. It's a thing. I am very sorry to hear that. Yeah, our warranty is pretty good as far as I know. Like, review-wise. I wish you the best with your situation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say. I'm sorry though. I got 32 gigabytes, so $370. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I just bought another kit because I do a lot of RAM overclocking, and I bought another kit because I was bored of 32 gigabyte DDR5. Got it for $250. I've only paid $100 so far. It is also a thing for me with my RAM, because I got it DOA, so now I'm talking with Corsair. And Corsair is going to replace it, so yay. No, I've given up, I'm just being spiteful. Yeah, no, that's... Honestly, being spiteful is completely fair. And there goes that. Let's see. Oh, I'm tired. I can't words. Yeah, no, but I was testing some memory overclocking on my setup though. And it's insane. Like, my kit on my typical board is able to post about 6800 before it crashes, because I have some dual rank dims and signal integrity issues. Then I threw it on the new board and it posted 7600, no problem. And I think I could do 9000 megahertz, 9000 megahertz on these Corsair sticks, but they're not super working at the moment. But once I get them replaced, maybe I will. They're a 6000 CL30 kit, so I'll see if I can go over 9000. Hi chat, hi Zydots, hello. That's Mets Text. That's a very fun name. Were you here last stream? I'm absolutely terrible with tags. Just getting the power supply all finished up here. Well, and there we go. Oh, come on. It's always fun having no lighting and trying to cut the twist tie off. Just gotta make sure not to cut the power supply cables, and then we go to stress test it, turn it on. Turns out shorted something because we cut the cables, and then start a fire. It's never happened. The odds of it are very low that you cut something and have it catch fire. So, actually, no, OCP would turn on. I don't know. Oh, that's not really possible. I guess. I don't know. But I love having no light, is what I'm trying to say. Just trying to fix up the power supply cable here. My first AMD build attempt almost caught fire. I would love to hear that story. Probably because I was building it on my bed at the time, lol. Yeah, no, I built all my PCs, like, my personal builds have been, like, on my carpeted floor or on my bed. The other day, we had a motherboard that we ended up turning the system on, and it was an MSI board, and when we turned on the system, one of the MOSFETs for the power stages like was shorted from the factory and failed to open out of the box. So there was a small fire on the top of the motherboard for a split second, and the CPU was dead. Which, yeah, that's the closest fire story I've had out of my many hundreds of PC builds. Probably over thousands now. I really don't know what happened. I was pretty much done. Plugged it in and started smoking, coming from the CPU area. Oh yeah, that's probably a dead MOSFET. When those MOSFETs fail, they tend to do that. Sorry if I've been missing any Instagram chats. I don't know if we really have any Instagram viewers at the moment though. But it scrolls weird. Hey Miguel.
Hey girl.
How's it going?
Hey man.
Did you say bueno or you know? You know, okay. I think I'm live streaming, if I remember right. Yeah, no, chat's been great. Not yet. That's weird. Oh no, I set it up like that. Because I couldn't see chat how I wanted. I really. Oh yeah, no, I read that chat. You going? That's me. I'm stuff. Yo, hello, Snowblind34. Were you? Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember now. I think you were here for a previous stream for. Didn't you say you worked at a game convention that we went to at Zydat, or Zydats went to? If I remember properly. Or my memory is so ass. I probably shouldn't even bother guessing. Where? And I don't know where I placed my snips. How do I misplace my snips? I don't know, but I did. Not under the PC, did I? They fell in the trash can. That would be where they're at. How's it going, by the way? It's been a while. It is going good. I got an overclocking set up at home that I'm gonna bring in for stream probably next week. I just have to figure out how the heck Core Ultra works in terms of overclocking. The memory controller is insane, but that is how it's been going. How about for you? This is always a fun part of installing radiators in the Zen. I'm not used to doing it from this angle. There we go. It always does feel a little forceful, but that is just how it is on the Zen. There goes a radiator screw. Probably need that. It's alright, just, let's see. It's alright, I guess. Just been really, busy with work and stuff right now. Chilling for the weekend. The weekend is the best part of life. Just got a few more screws here. I gotta time what the longest part of building a PC is, because I feel like it's radiator screws sometimes. A lot of the time it's cable management though, but oh, I got a really fucked up build the other day that absolutely, God, I hated that build. It was insane. They got 1 million drives. Got sleeving extensions in a Zen, so it's tiny. They got 2 RGB strips. And don't get me wrong, it's a very nice build. and I'm not disrespecting the build or whatever. It got a sound card also, but it used every single power supply cable, which I've built probably over 1,000 PCs at this point. Let's see if I build... I don't know, probably. I'm too lazy to do math right now. And that is the first time that has happened. He used all the power supply cables. And then, they got extensions too, so all the cables were extra long. And yeah, no, it took forever. What case is oh wait. Shame it only lasts 2 days, Lamel. Yeah, the oh yeah, the weekend. Okay, that's right. I'm trying to use my brain. What case is that? It's our Zen. I absolutely love the Zen. The Zen is my goat. Easily my favorite case by a mile. If I'm doing a personal build, I am almost, like, if I'm doing another personal build, I'm almost definitely choosing a Zen. I absolutely love this case. So much. It is my goat. No, there goes a zip tie to the ground, but I'm kind of lazy, so... I'm gonna save my energy for the cable management. Longest part, yeah, cable management. And then, well, that's actually insane. Yeah, in reference to the build with every power supply cable, that build, cable managing that took me like 3 times as long as it takes me to do a build in a semi-difficult Zen. Like, a semi-difficult Zen, like, takes me, like, 45 minutes. But that thing took me hours. Which... like... yeah, no, that, it was a really screwed up build. Turned out pretty cool, though. So I'm pretty happy with it. The person in ordering said, you know what would make this build even better? Cables. Yes! Yes, they did. And honestly, it did. Adding cable extensions, like, they're kind of impractical. And they're kind of difficult to cable manage. But actually, they're very difficult, but, like, I think they're very pretty. And if you're buying from here... I don't know how much we charge for cabling, but I do think it looks nice, and it's a problem for the builders, which we're paid to deal with that. So ordering cables, it looks nice. If you have the money and you want aesthetic, order cables. But if you're doing a personal build though, and you're not experienced, I don't know if I really recommend cable extensions. But it's an adventure. Modular PSUs are a good, are a godsend for cable management. Less cables, less stress. No, I beg to differ. As someone who builds many, many a day, like, I'm doing a non-modular right now. I'll show you, but yeah, no, modular, non-modular, it wouldn't have mattered for that build. It used all of them. It was a non-modular, but it used every single non-modular header. Like, it was insane. But okay, so here's the reason I prefer non-modular as a builder who's done so many PCs. And it depends, case from case. Sometimes non-modular, or sometimes modular is better. But this is my personal opinion, because, okay, I got the SATA for the fan controller here. Got CPU power, got the 24 pin, got the GPU power that we're going to be using. And non-modular, I don't know if you can really see it, but it all comes out from one area right here, like this one hole on the power supply. so all the cables become equidistant. So you can just take them like this, bundle them up, down the middle, have all the headers separated so it's just the cable. By the way, that's a little cable management pro tip. Do not zip tie on the headers themselves. It'll slip. But then you can just take it like this, at least in the Zen. Take it over into one bundle. Like super conveniently. And then bada bing, bada boom. And all the extra cables are cable managed, just like that. And that is why I personally prefer non-modular. But that's just me. I have one fan not working right now because I didn't have an extra fan splitter. Should have bought more cables. Yeah, no. If you got a soldering iron, you can just solder the fan to another fan. Have them share a header. I don't know if I'd recommend that though. Yeah, that's fair. You use all the cables, then it is kind of better. Yeah, but that is, again, just a very strong personal preference for me. There are other builders who disagree with me on that take. And there are some builders who love the Onami, and I will never understand that. That is our Onami case. It looks nice, has really good airflow, but cable managing and building in that thing is hell. I hate building in the Onami. I'll never stop shit-talking it ever. I rant about it almost every stream, but it is a very pretty case, and a lot of people order it because it is pretty, and it has good airflow. Like with our X10s, like our Extreme custom water cooling, we do a lot of custom loops in the Onami because it is just a great case for that. But at the same time, I just do not like it. Sam, I am. But with modular, you don't have to do that? Yes, you do. Because, the thing is, though, is because you have extra cable. Like, right here, you'll have extra here, you'll have extra CPU and power supply cable. Where, on modular, then it's like all doesn't come out of the one hole. So it's all staggered, and it's way harder to make those into a bundle. Yeah, I did kind of illustrate it wrong. And explain it wrong initially, but... Yeah, no. I prefer non-modular by a mile. Agreed, really sexy case. Dude, my favorite case here, though, by a mile, has to be the Tenra. I said by a mile by a lot today. I can words good, but my favorite case here is the Tenra. I think that's our prettiest case, but that is my personal opinion. But in terms of principle, having a Zen at home, I smile whenever I see a Zen. I love the Zen. It brings me great joy. Oh, come on. This fan header is deciding to be weird. There we go. Sick. Just a couple more cables cut right here. Not cables, twist ties. I know what I'm talking about. Probably don't want to cut cables. That'd be bad. Anyone got any plans for the weekend? Oh, come on. Here we go, finally. Might go on a trip, I don't know. No plans here. Darn. I gotta do that sometime, I gotta take like a road trip or something over a weekend one of these days. Sometimes I forget that I just have free will. Tuesday, my girlfriend wants to go to a record store for her birthday, but that's about it. That's cool. I remember in high school, there's this one teacher that collected a ton of records, and she'd give everyone this address for this like secret record store that apparently was just like insane, but it like didn't show up on Google Maps or anything, and it was always super strange. But she always had like an insane collection of records that she'd leave the price tags on because she got them at such a good price. And she'd just talk about that record store. It was very bizarre. Yeah, no, it does sound ominous. What are plans, L? Oh, lol. Yeah. Dude. Living on the impulsive / lazy side of life is nice sometimes. I got a bunch of records collected so far. Love them. Need a new record player though. Oh yeah, no, I bought a few records at one point in my life. I ended up giving them to one of my friends though, because I ended up losing interest in the band. But my friend was still super into that band, so I just gave him the records. I did buy a record player at one point for like $30 because I was broke, but it was a really bad record player. While she was definitely the owner of that record store. I never thought about that. I wonder what the odds are. Because like, she's always at the school, but like, the point of a manager is to manage, and that's why you hire a manager. That would make like a weirdly, like that's weirdly possible. In my head, I don't know why I thought that just wasn't possible. It totally is. I kept a tote of records for my grandfather. My dad got me a record player for Christmas, which closes and looks like a suitcase. It's really cool. I haven't used it yet though. That is really cool. You've got to play those records. Collecting physical music is such an expensive hobby, I'll tell you that. Ah, my friend, you're forgetting about CDs and piracy and burning the pirated music into the CDs. Don't do that, it's illegal. But that is the cheapest way to land yourself in prison. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm not endorsing piracy. However, I probably should have said this joke. Let's see. Also, PC building wall. Oh, dude. It has gotten so expensive recently. I wanted to start a RAM collection and a motherboard collection, but then RAM prices went through the roof. And it's like, okay. Darn it. I still could collect motherboards, but... piracy. Napster. I forgot about Napster. What a beautiful platform. that I believe is gone now. I think the guy who hosted it got like prison time or something. But I remember seeing like the email that was sent from Pirate Bay to Warner Brothers, I think it was. Because Warner Brothers was like, hey, we'll sue you if you don't take down all of our stuff. And they sent like the most insane email back. Like, hey, we're in Sweden or whatever. US law doesn't apply. And then just like a million obscenities. Which, honestly, again, not endorsing piracy, but a cool way to stick it to the man. What that email was. I got a bunch of those too, lol. I use them in my car CD player. Yeah, rip Napster. BearShare and LimeWire were my go-to back in the day. LimeWire too, I forgot about LimeWire. I don't know about BearShare. Honestly, I'm not super informed of the older days of the internet outside of just overhearing conversation. Napster, BearShare, LimeWire, all great. Kazaa, I don't know what Kazaa is either. I could tell you what SpotDL and YTDLP are. They're GitHub projects meant for media restoration, however they are misused for, or not they're not restoration, preservation. However, they are often used for other things. But I didn't say anything about that though. Holy shit! Wow. What a message. Hello, first-time chatter, Mr. Nasty Nate. What a beautifully fitting name. Holy shit. Normally, I try to read insane messages out loud. I think no. Because that's more funny to just deadpan read them, but I don't think I can read that one deadpan. And they've been following since 2019. Dedicated. Dude, no, I gotta call, like, in Utah we have a radio station, 103.5, that's like the big one, the Arrow. I don't know if it plays in other states really, but I gotta call like, hey, long time listener, first time caller, and I just recite that. Oh, now we're setting up a meetup in Twitch chat. Wow, how beautiful. Truly makes a tear run down my leg. 103.5, classic rock only. That is their bit. I always like, I just remember in the mornings with my grandma, she would always play that. She was driving me to school. It would always be the banter between the one guy and the one girl radio hosts. They'd always be talking. That was always fun. Valentine's Day, 11:59 p.m. Times Square. I like how realistic, or not realistically, but hypothetically, that meetup could happen, and I choose to believe that that has no irony behind it. Used to listen to S96 on my way to school. Yeah, that's the pop one, right? If I remember right. Oh, dude, oh, there goes my wrong hand. You should listen to 102.3. That's my favorite one to put on all the time. If it's in your area, I don't know how radio stations really are set up. But 102.3, anytime I'm in the car with friends or anything, that's what I always tune it to. Because it's a bunch of, it's all Mexican broadcasting. And they always just play band music. It's just kind of fun. Sometimes it's not music though. Sometimes it's, I'm not sure what it is, but people conversating or talking or discussing. But mi español es muy mal, so. Man, I can't believe the build's almost done. I am very, very tempted. Actually, you know what? No. Maybe I'll go to Denny's after work. That might be what I end up doing. Podcast, basically. Yeah. But I'm not sure if it's podcast or if it's like PSA or sometimes an ad. I don't know. Like, I can't describe the vibe because it is very different than typical podcast feels, you know, but maybe it is. But yeah, no, 102.3 my goat. It's 96 in the morning was always a talk show. Now I gotta tune into that sometime. 'Cause I'm really curious. God, I don't. Some solid stations here in Utah, this is very true. Dude, no, I'm just, cause it's all like Spotify now. I use YouTube Music because I'm weird. Because I watch a lot of YouTube, so I just use YouTube Premium, and then YouTube Music is just practically bundled in, so it's like, but I mean, it's YouTube Music kind of you, but yeah, no, now I kind of miss the radio now that I think about it. Yeah, just weirdly nostalgic now. Can I have a free PC? I'm disabled. I'm trying to think. I don't really have any control over it, but I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of the best way to optimally reach your goal here. A free PC. There's someone else already asking every day for a free PC, so I don't know if you could really do that. If it was in my control, everyone would get a free PC though. A funny thing though, I was about to say speaking of disabled, but that feels very disrespectful. I don't mean it that way. I don't know if that is just something it feels very, feels off color by saying that, but we sponsored, Zydet sponsored Ricky Berwick. I think that's his name, a while back. And it was like super surprising, and it turns out that he lives in Midvale. And like, I don't know, yeah, I always see him on TikTok or whatever, and it's just like, oh cool, we sponsored him. That's really cool. I like that a lot, you know? Just kind of a random side tangent that I just remembered. Apple Music is definitely my favorite though. Best music quality. Oh, yeah, no, that is a thing though with their wireless stuff, but like Apple's encoder or whatever, like it does have a difference. But my YouTube Music, when I use like my good audio setup at home with analog and whatnot, and a DAC and amp, Well, I don't have an amp though. I don't really need one, but yeah, no, then YouTube or music quality is very good. My eyes don't look the same way, and I don't have any arms. I'm very sorry about that. That sounds inconvenient. I wish you the best with all that though. S96, 103.5, 1039, 94.9, yeah. And 925 were always my favorites, or were always my presets. I'd assume favorites as well, I guess, in that case. You know. Enter all the giveaways for free PCs. Yeah, I need to figure out when we do giveaways. Because I wish we could do, like, I don't know, if our giveaways had more of a media impact, you know? We could do so many more. But, like, you know, the issue though, PCs are expensive, so not many people are buying PCs. And like, while the media impact would be best right now, because nobody's buying PCs because they're so expensive, it's kind of hard to offset the cost because they are so expensive, so. I just wish it was affordable and accessible for everybody. That's what I want. And I can hope. Yeah, what time, was that? My setup is, amp DAC and hooked up to a record player. Dude, that's so cool. The whole audio immersion setup, that's cool. Free PC, I bought 7 from Zydex and still, didn't get a discount. Huh, yeah, I don't know. We don't really have anything, because I feel like most people, like, will only buy, like, throughout their entire lifetime. If they were born, like, now, they'd probably only buy, like, 5 throughout their lifetime. But, unless you're an actual hardcore gamer, so. I don't think really, or, like, I guess, also, not just gaming, but professional workloads, but, yeah, I don't think we really have anything set up for buy your 10th PC free. Your 10th PC is free, but that'd be cool. I'll have to pitch that idea, because I don't know, that is kind of cool. I'm missing 8-track and reel-to-reel. Yeah, no, that's... You already have a ton, bro. I wouldn't even have thought of that. I'm still loving the lifetime warranty. Yeah, no, that's cool. Double is either... Wait, double is it? Oh, we're 70 years old for Rich AF. Or it just has a crazy use case. Because I've gone through like 5 or 6 PCs in the past, like 5-ish years. So, I don't know. Honestly, yeah. Just ultra enthusiast even when I was broke. How much? Wow, I'm not gonna read that out loud. I don't know, I haven't ran benchmarks. Sorry, fam. I'll get back to you on that though. I don't buy 9, get 1 free. Yeah, no, like, but get your 10th PC free. That'd be a fun promotion, wouldn't it? There, I'm trying to, how do I mount this for the camera? Hold on, that's right there. In that frame, that's like, side mount, put it right here for the, there's so much stream delay, it's hard to tell where I should put it for the profile cam. Build is done though. I'm an affiliate with you guys, so at least I have a code wall. 40. And gotta buy 10 more PCs. And that's the solution to all your problems. Just keep buying computers. Anyway, thank you all for attending the stream. I'm pretty tired. What time is it? 4:13. I still have like an hour left of work. This build went by pretty fast. So, move it back a bit. And then, in that frame towards the paperwork. So right here, I guess. Sec. Where is my boy Julian? I'm unfamiliar with Julian. if that is or was an employee here. That was a very quick build. There we go. Yeah, no. Looks great. Thank you. Yeah, I love the Zen, especially just these simple Zens. This is the first time I've done like a simple build in a minute. Like I can do a Zen. Like I think my record is like a little over 20 minutes building a full Zen with a GPU. Like, yeah, no, absolutely love the Zen. This case is, it's just my goat. I'll never stop glazing the Zen because I just love it. So, thank y'all for attending the stream. Got a few first-time chats that are interesting today, and plenty of some of my favorite regulars. So, I'm glad to see y'all. And I'll see you next week at Friday 3 p.m. I'm gonna try to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Have more energy, lack a delirium for next stream. So, thank you all for attending. Y'all have a wonderful night, wonderful weekend, or time zones, maybe wonderful day, wonderful afternoon. Thank y'all. I'll catch y'all next time.